today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 7.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first down.
The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
An 8-yard pickup.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a 2nd-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
49er ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Patriots.
Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Shifts by him. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Sony Michel.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Michel. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
for the Patriots.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the
A give. This is Michel. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
A gain of 5.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And the 49ers.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Garoppolo's
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? If they catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. A shotgun snap for Newton. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the pickup, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner, because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
9-yard line.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Kevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Deebo Samuel.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the 49er 1st down.
Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Third to throw. It's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
A 5-yard gain.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Mostert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
He was taken down behind the line.
Great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. The weight up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Mostert. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense. Hey, man, let's play our game.
The left tackle, Trent Williams, guilty there. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Mohamed Sanu. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's White. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give to Michel running right. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throw caught here by Bird. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo drops it off for Coleman. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now Callaway on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 28-14 was your final score. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 31-16 was the final. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo, who was brilliant in that first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up first and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He takes us from the 30 to the 34. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Garoppolo's pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
11 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Coleman, the 49er ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
2 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kick by Gold is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Niners 13. Patriots nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Newton on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 30-yard.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
49ers.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here we go.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Lawrence Guy. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Out of the gun, Newton. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's good.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the ground, Michelle. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 13.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
The Niners take over first.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Caught by Sanu. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Open man is born. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
San Francisco.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, it's Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Newton. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A throw by Newton going to be caught by Harry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Cam Newton sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And a short gain here down to the 22. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mostert. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39-yard line.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Throwing again is Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Newton throwing again. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Newton on 1st down. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the gun, Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
To the air again, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Coleman, the 49er.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear